I guess the biggest thing I've learned is just be confident in what you're doing. One of the things that actually got me into the program, it was over Thanksgiving, my sophomore year. We were watching the Thanksgiving football game, and I broke down a play, and my mom was like, why aren't you a sports broadcasting major? I'm like, well, I don't really think there's anything like that. But then I talked to the advisor, and she showed me that, oh, well, there is this. Just confidence, realizing that, well, even though I'm coming in late to the game, I can still do a lot of stuff. And I think a lot of that has to come with the confidence that I had and that my peers have given me as well, telling me that I can do this, I can do that, you're really good at this, you're really good at that, so strive for that. I can't tell you how many times I've told myself, what if I started my freshman year? I've done so much. I like to think I've done a lot through my junior and senior year, but if I had those 2 extra years, what could I have done even more? So I guess the thing that I wish I could have done better, was, hindsight's 20/20, but even still, the things that have challenged me personally is just catching up with the rest of the gang, getting those opportunities and seizing those opportunities when they come to me.
Thank you for joining us, and welcome to this edition of The Overtime, Northern Arizona's only sports show. I'm your host, Johnny Crane, and I'm joined by sports reporter Raj Galardi. Raj, how are we doing?
Doing great, Johnny. How you doing?
Doing good, Raj. Doing good.
I'm your host, Sadie Thompson, and I'm joined by sports reporter Johnny Crane. Johnny, ready to discuss sports?
Sadie, I'm always ready to discuss sports. Let's go. Moving on to women's basketball, the Lumberjacks also began the Big Sky tournament yesterday. After struggling in the first quarter against the Montana Grizzlies, the Lumberjacks outscored the Grizzlies for the win 68-65. Head coach Lori Payne says the team clearly clicked. A bit different here at NAZ today. Over the weekend, I went to Las Vegas to cover not soccer, not baseball, but NASCAR. At Las Vegas Motor Speedway, I got to take part in the full NASCAR experience, not as a fan, but as a reporter. Check it out. When you look at the SEC, you see the Alabama show, the Nick Saban show. You see Texas A&M writing a blank check to Jimbo Fisher. You see the Florida Gators always being there. You see Ed Orgeron and his great accent eating all the gumbo in the world and leading LSU to an undefeated record and one of the best teams in college football history.
Biggest accomplishment? Probably being the sports anchor this semester. Even though I only got 3 shows out of it because of COVID, it sort of told me that even when stuff gets cut short, you have to seize the opportunities that you get when they come to you. And in those 3 shows, there were some growing pains, there were some, technological issues and whatnot, but I like to think that I did pretty well in those 3 shows. I covered a lot, and I showed Nadia and Rory and them that wanted me to be the sports anchor that, I could do this, not only this semester, but potentially later on in my career after I graduate. So I think that would be the big thing. Some other things would be, co-hosting, writing, just doing everything. I guess my biggest accomplishment was realizing that, even though, again, my first 2 years I didn't do this, my accomplishment was that within the 2 years I did do it, I did as much as I could. It's a cliche saying, just seize every opportunity. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to talk to your professors. And that's really not only an MIC thing, that's just a college thing. My first day ever in the sports class, I remember I sat by myself and I saw across the room, in front of me, behind me, all these groups of people talking to each other. They're smiling, they're laughing, and I realized that, I want that. That's really cool, being with those people, talking about what you love most. So I guess seizing the opportunity, just saying hi, introducing yourself, connecting with people. Because all these people want the same thing that you want in that class. They want you to do well, you want them to do well. They want you to do what you love most. Sports, it's a great thing. It's a happy thing. It's an enjoyable thing. It's an entertaining thing. Say that you can do this and you can do it right now, even if you came in late. So that'd be my big takeaway.